So what we're going to do today is graph the solution set of linear inequalities in two variables on the coordinate plane. So I basically had this question from the previously released stars, and the question goes like this. The graph of 0.5x minus 2y equals 3 is shown on the grid. And so they want us to figure out which ordered pair is in the solution set of 0.5x minus 2y greater than or equal to 3. And then I have these answers that I have to figure out. So the first step you want to do is you definitely want to graph the equation of the inequality. Graph the inequality here. So that way we can see exactly where are we shading. So I'm going to definitely take care of that part first. So I'm going to take this inequality down here and graph. So I'm going to pull it up, add a graph. Since it's not set equal to y, I'm going to delete and go to relation. So the equation was 0.5x minus 2y, then control equal, and I'm going to pick the greater than or equal to symbol, and 3. So I'm simply just going to graph this equation. Now, let's take a look at where it's at. I look at the line, click on the line, and it shows I have a solid line, and it's shading below. So on your paper, you definitely want to see that line here, and then, of course, go ahead and shade below. So then that means this is our little solution area. Okay? So that means one of these points is part of the solution set in this blue shaded area I have on my screen. So I have to figure out how to plot my point. So in other words, if I go ahead and plot it, I'm just simply going to do -2. So I find -2 for the x. So -2, 0.5. And basically that's a positive 0.5. So there's my first point. Okay, it's not in the solution area. So there goes A. Let's take a look at B. So it says 2 for the x and 1 for the y. So basically that tells me this point here, which again is not in the solution area. Let's take a look at C. I go +2 and -1. Now this one happens to be on a solid line in a setup in our inequality. So this might be the one we're looking for, but we always want to check all of our answers. So if I take a look at the second or the last one, it goes -2 and -0.5. So that solution point is here. So let's see. This was A, this was B, this is C, and D. If you take a look, there's only one that's completely different from everybody else, and it happens to be as close as possible to that solution set. So C is our correct answer for this question here.